There's been a lot of interest recently in this, Oil City Confidential, a terrific documentary about Dr Feelgood, directed by Julian Temple, who made The Filth and the Fury. And I loved the film. And somebody said to me, well, of course you loved it. You like Dr Feelgood. And it's true. I'm a big Dr Feelgood fan. I saw them a couple of times at the Hammersmith Odeon, once with Wilko Johnson, once after he'd left with Mayo playing guitar. And I thought they were mesmerising both times. And Lee Brillo was a real hero for me because I play harmonica rather badly in a skiffle band. And Lee Brillo just was such a fantastic harmonica player. He made playing the harmonica such a cool thing to do, every bit as aggressive and edgy as playing lead guitar in a band. So yes, I loved the music, and yes, obviously I was predisposed to like the documentary, but I started thinking, no, I'm sure it's the quality of the film rather than just the music that's really drawing me in. And I started thinking about other rock documentaries, or rockumentaries, if you will, of recent years that I've really enjoyed. And strangely, almost without exception, they're all about bands that I don't really like. I mean, think of recent examples. Anvil, The Story of Anvil, which was one of my favourite films of last year, a wonderful love story. Would I listen to an Anvil record? No. No interest in heavy metal at all. Nor, indeed, in Metallica's music, although I think Metallica, Some Kind of Monster, is a terrific depiction of a band tearing itself apart in front of the cameras. You go back a little bit, and The Devil and Daniel Johnston, which was a really artistic piece of work with extraordinary archive footage and a real journey into the mind of somebody, you know, really living on the edge. Would I listen to one of those records? No. No, I was only interested in them in the context of the film itself. Many of you writing into the blog here have mentioned that film Dig, which I thought was a great rockumentary. Don't care about the Dandy Warhols, don't care about the Brian Jonestown Massacre. Are they still even together? Are they still playing? Who knows? Who cares? It was the documentary that drew me in. Even 30th Century Man, the Scott Walker documentary, which I like very much. And I've got a Scott Walker album, but the recent experimental stuff, that's not for me. I mean, there's a whole bit of that film which is him in a studio with a wooden box, drilling holes in it and banging it from underneath. I wouldn't want to listen to it, but watching the documentary I was drawn in. So here's what I want to know. Name for me the best example you can think of a rock documentary which you've loved but has been about a band that you've got a total tin ear for. I don't want to know about, you know, a documentary about a group you like, because that's fine, obviously that you'd enjoy that, but a documentary that really drew you in, that really gripped you, that you really thought was a great film about a band or a musician whose music you just couldn't care less about.
A lot of the time, I'm just gazing into middle distance.